Most women compliment men the wrong way and don't even realize it. But there are 3 powerful phrases that trigger an irresistible emotional response, making him see you in a completely different way. Very few women know this. And once you find out, you'll understand why some make men fall in love so quickly. Have you ever noticed how some women seem to have a magnetic power over men? As if suddenly he becomes completely captivated, wanting to be around, texting, and doing everything he can to win her over? Recently, a friend told me a story that left me intrigued. She met an amazing guy, full of great qualities, but she felt like he wasn't showing much interest. She did everything, replied quickly, dressed up, tried to impress him. But deep down, it seemed like he just saw her as one more, until one day, without realizing it, she did something different. During a casual conversation, she gave him a simple compliment without thinking too much about it. And it was as if she had pressed a secret button in his mind. His expression changed instantly. He started engaging more in the conversation, and the next day, he was already texting her and asking her out. The most surprising part? She had no idea that this compliment was the reason for such a sudden shift. But I noticed, and that's when I decided to dig deeper into what was really happening. I spent hours researching, analyzing behavioral patterns, and talking to experts. And the more I discovered, the clearer it became. There is a specific way to compliment a man that triggers a powerful emotional response, something that makes him feel special, valued, and completely drawn to you. And the best part? This works on any man, regardless of his type or personality. Now, if you think you already know how to compliment a man, you might be making a huge mistake without realizing it. Most women do it the wrong way and unintentionally end up pushing him away instead of bringing him closer. But don't worry, because I'm going to explain exactly what's happening and how to fix it once and for all. So, stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal could completely change the way men see you. Many women believe that men are simple to understand, but the truth is, when it comes to emotions and attraction, they are a real mystery. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like a guy liked you, but then, out of nowhere, he started pulling away for no apparent reason? Or worse, you did everything to get his attention, but nothing seemed to really work. This happens because there's a big difference between a man liking you and a man feeling an irresistible connection. And the most frustrating part? Most women try to fix this in the wrong way. They put in too much effort, trying to be the perfect woman, when in reality, what truly creates that intense attraction is in the small details, things he feels but can't explain. And compliments are part of this invisible game. A compliment can make a man feel special and connected to you, or it can simply go unnoticed as just another generic phrase. The problem is that almost no one teaches how to do this the right way. Now think about this. When was the last time you complimented a man in a way that made him stop and really feel something different for you? Not just a simple, "You're handsome," or "You're nice," but something that touched his ego in a way no other woman had before? If you've never done this, or aren't sure if you're doing it right, don't worry. It's not your fault. This isn't something we naturally learn, but once you discover the secret behind the right compliments, everything changes. And I'm going to prove it to you. But first, I need to tell you about a major mistake that might be sabotaging your chances without you even realizing it. If you've ever complimented a man and he reacted indifferently or even uncomfortably, there's a reason for that. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about now. Most women believe that men love compliments about their appearance. Something like, "Wow, you're so handsome," or "I love your smile." But here's the shocking truth. These compliments, no matter how well-intentioned, rarely create an emotional impact. Sure, a man might smile and say thank you, but that doesn't spark that irresistible feeling of wanting to be around you. Do you know why? Because his looks are something he's probably been complimented on before. Or if he hasn't, it's simply not something that stirs his deepest emotions. What truly captivates a man isn't what he sees in the mirror, but how he feels when he's with you. And that's where the key to emotional attraction comes in. Men are driven by the desire to be recognized for qualities that go beyond the obvious. They want to feel that they have something unique, something that sets them apart from others. When you nail the right compliment, you activate a part of his brain that makes him associate that feeling of appreciation with you, and that creates a powerful bond. Now, if you think just any compliment will do the trick, be careful. There's a specific type of compliment that triggers this emotional connection, and another type that simply goes in one ear and out the other. The secret lies in how you phrase your words and when you use them. The problem is that most women were never taught to do this the right way, and they end up missing opportunities without even realizing it. But I'm going to change that right now. I'm going to show you the most common mistakes that might be sabotaging your connection with him, and how to avoid them. If you've ever complimented a man and felt like he didn't react the way you expected or even pulled away, chances are you're making one of these mistakes. And in the next section, you'll understand exactly what to avoid so you don't fall into this trap. Many women believe that to win a man over, they need to impress him with exaggerated or obvious compliments. Something like, "You're perfect," or "I've never met anyone like you." But in reality, this can have the opposite effect. When a compliment feels generic or forced, a man doesn't feel like it's genuine. He might politely say, "Thank you," but deep down, he doesn't feel that special connection that makes him want to get closer. Another common mistake is complimenting what he does for you rather than who he is. Phrases like, "I loved the gift you gave me," or "Thank you for helping me with that," are polite, but they don't create an emotional impact. These compliments make him feel useful, but not unique. Men want to be admired for who they are, not just for what they do. When you learn to compliment his essence, his intelligence, his strength, his way of seeing the world, that's when he feels something different. And there's an even bigger mistake. Complimenting the wrong way can unintentionally push a man away. For example, some women try to compliment him by comparing him to other men, saying things like, "You're so much better than my ex," or "No other guy does this as well as you." While the intention is good, this actually triggers a subconscious defense mechanism. Instead of feeling special, he might feel tested or even uncomfortable with the comparison. Now that you know what not to do, it's time to learn what really works. There are 3 simple yet powerful compliments that deeply affect a man's emotions in an irresistible way. And when you use these phrases the right way, he starts seeing you in a completely different light, even if he doesn't quite understand why. Now that you know the mistakes that might be sabotaging your connection with him, it's time to learn how to do it the right way. There are 3 simple compliments that truly touch a man's heart and make him feel special in a way that very few women can. These compliments trigger an emotional response that sparks an almost unconscious desire in him to be close to you, to value you, and to see you as someone completely different from all the others. The first compliment is, "I feel so safe when I'm with you." Men have a natural instinct to protect. When you say this, he feels like he's fulfilling that role, and it taps into his masculinity in a powerful way. It doesn't matter if he's tall, short, strong, or slim. What matters is that he feels like you see him as someone reliable and capable of taking care of you. This compliment goes much deeper than a simple, "You're amazing." The second compliment that boosts a man's ego is, "I really admire the way you think. You see things so differently." Men want to feel intelligent and unique. When you highlight the way he views the world, he feels appreciated in a rare and meaningful way. This type of compliment makes him want to talk to you more, share his thoughts with you, and most importantly, include you in his world. It's a subtle compliment, but it has a huge impact. And the third compliment is one of the most powerful. "You have something that no other man has." This phrase triggers an irresistible psychological response because it sparks his curiosity and makes him need to know what it is. He might even ask, "What exactly?" And the best response is a mysterious smile or a specific comment about something that only he has. This kind of compliment makes him feel truly unique around you, and that is the key to creating a connection he won't want to let go of. But how can you tell if you're using these compliments the right way? There's a clear sign that gives it away, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about now. After using these compliments, his reaction can tell you a lot about how he feels about you. If you notice that he smiles involuntarily, makes more eye contact, and starts engaging more in conversation, congratulations! That means you nailed the tone and delivery. A man who feels valued and admired by a woman naturally wants to be around her more, talk to her more, and, without even realizing it, starts putting in more effort to impress her. Another clear sign that a compliment worked is when he starts complimenting you back. It might be something subtle, like, "Wow, no one's ever told me that before," or even an unexpected comment about how much he likes your way of seeing things. Men don't always express their feelings directly, but when a compliment truly touches them, they feel an instinctive need to return the gesture, and that's a sign your connection is getting stronger. Now, if he didn't react or seemed indifferent, it could be that the timing wasn't right, or that your delivery felt forced. The key to making these compliments really work is naturalness. They should come up naturally, without sounding like a rehearsed trick. Try using them in lighthearted moments when he's relaxed and emotionally open. Sometimes, the difference between a compliment that sticks and one that goes unnoticed is all in your tone of voice, eye contact, and even the timing of the conversation. If you get this right, he'll start associating that feeling of happiness and appreciation with you. And when that happens, he won't even understand why he feels such a strong urge to be around you. But there's another level, an even deeper secret about what really makes a man emotionally attached. Something that, once triggered, makes him simply unable to stop thinking about you. If you want to know what it is, pay close attention to what I'm about to tell you. Now, imagine a man feeling like you're different from every other woman he's ever met. He might not even understand why, but he feels an irresistible pull to be with you, to reach out, to impress you all the time. It seems like magic, but in reality, it happens because you've learned to activate the right emotional triggers, the ones that make a man need you in a way he can't even explain. And the most interesting part? What you've learned here today is just the beginning. There's something even more powerful, a hidden detail in the male mind that very few women know about, and it can completely change the way a man sees you. When you activate this mechanism, he feels a deep and instinctive connection, as if you are the only woman who can fill a special place in his life. It's a secret that works with any man, no matter his personality or how long you've known each other. If you want to understand how this works, I have something special to show you. In the first pinned comment, there's a video revealing exactly what makes a man become emotionally obsessed with you. This is the kind of thing that, once you learn it, you can't unsee, because suddenly everything starts making sense. You'll start noticing signs and patterns that you used to overlook, and you'll understand exactly how to spark this feeling in him in a natural and irresistible way. So, if you truly want to learn the real secret behind male desire and emotional attachment, don't miss this chance. Click the link in the first comment and watch now. And of course, if this content made sense to you, subscribe to the channel because there's a lot more coming. Now tell me, have you ever noticed when a man started getting emotionally attached to you for no apparent reason? Comment below. I'd love to hear your experience.